Correct. That's correct. Lynyrd, Skynyrd.
Right. The last time you were over here, I saw you at the Rainbow when you were sort of playing second fiddle to the Dutch band Lynyrd, and the reception that you got over here last time from the London audience was really incredible. The fact that you came over as a second act, really, and then a few weeks after that you came back and topped the bill, and the house was full, and the gig was a great gig. That must have been a great upper for you on your first visit here to London.
For sure. Felt great.
Did you expect, I mean, before that really, you played with The Who, hadn't you, in North America?
Right.
And you'd done a few other gigs. But basically you really hadn't sort of travelled out of your home state. Is that just good publicity that in the handout it says that you hadn't left Jacksonville, Florida?
It's basically true. Actually, it's not so much Jacksonville, Florida, it's a region of America in the southeast. And when we played with The Who, it was the first time we'd ever covered that territory of the country.
We'd never played in front of a crowd either. They lived in like 1,200 people. First night out with The Who was at the Cab Palace in San Francisco. Like 18,000. So we just moved.
Because you really were, I suppose, the word discovered by Al Cooper. How did that come about? He produced your first two albums.
Oh yeah, right. I liked him.
How did Al Cooper actually get to bring you into the scene?
We were playing bars and pubs, and this one particular one in Atlanta, out across the Nakes, and he came in one night while we was playing and asked to jam, and was it sure one night? And so we got to be friends with him. He started playing with us, jamming with us every night we was there. And we were there for a couple of weeks, and he told us about his record label, and that he wanted to sign us, and we didn't have anything better to do at the time, so it was fine, we didn't have anything going for us.
Anything to get out of the southern slave circuit.
I don't know if it's the same for small bands in America, but here in England, small bands really just play small bars, and it takes a long, long time, if at all, if they're going to ever get a record contract. And they just travel up and down now, famed M1 motorway from the south.
We did the same thing for 7 years.
That's the same thing in the south.
Everybody's got to pay the dues sometime.
Yeah. I mean, is it really that difficult when you are a small band in the States?
I'd say not that much more difficult than it is for any bands anywhere.
You got to be in the right place at the right time, and that takes a long time.
As I said when you guys came into the studio, I had a terrible confession to make, and it pains me to say it, but I went into the record library earlier on this afternoon to try and find Nothing Fancy, which is an album that did extremely well in a chart that I used to compile, the listeners in fact used to compile, called Mummy's Chart, the program to Mother Won't Like It. And it got extremely high in the chart. And unfortunately, the record kept getting ripped off from the library. I must have phoned MCA Records about 5 times and asked for replacements for this damn record. And I went there again today, and the record's been ripped off again, which I'm sorry, because I can't play anything from Nothing Fancy. But I can play something from Second Helping. Ronnie and Leon are here in the studio from Lynyrd Skynyrd. That was from Second Helping, Sweet Home Alabama. I suppose that must be a sort of a theme tune for you, really, that track.
Controversial, really.
Controversial?
Yes.
What, the Neil Young thing?
Yeah, that Neil.
Could you elaborate on that? Because it's something I've always wondered about, but I thought it was...
we listen to Neil Young a lot. We like it. We love his music. And he has a song called Alabama where he was putting down, Alabama, the whole state of Alabama. And actually, he was just cutting down the government in a roundabout way in Mr. Wallace. And we felt like he was shooting all the dogs because some had to flee. So.
Same situation with a song called Southern Man, where he's singing about them seeing tall white mansions and little shacks. And you heard bullwhips cracking.
He didn't heard nothing, man. I mean, he's from California. He don't know nothing.
There ain't no tall white mansions and little shacks down there no more. I don't believe. I haven't seen any.
Actually, talking about sort of records that are themes to you, I mean, a record that really that we played a hell of a lot over here, and it got a hell of a lot of airplay by a lot of the rock jocks, was your first album, pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd, and the one track that really stood out as far as airplay was concerned was Freebird. I'd like to play that actually. We've got to take a break in a second. But you said that that was recorded like 6 years ago. And
No, it wasn't recorded. We wrote it.
You were playing it 6 years ago.
Yeah, I found it in Pubs on 6 years ago.
Isn't
We've been branded with it, and we must play it. I would say it's our most popular song.
Yeah, I mean,
Even more so than Alabama.
How do you actually feel when you're up there on stage and everyone is shouting for Freebird?
Yeah.
I mean, are you really?
Well,
do you tend to get sick of this?
Yeah, you get bored of playing the same song, and you get back into a routine, which we hate to do, But you're there for the people. The people pay the money. It's their show. It's always their show, whatever they demand that we play them.
You tend to worry sometimes too when that's all they shout for.
Yeah, I mean, if we play Freebird the first song, we might not have an audience after the second one. We don't know.
Well, you can sit back and enjoy it because it'll be coming up in just a minute. If any record is the epitome of the type of music that you guys play, that's it. Still sends, as I was saying, still sends shivers down the back of my spine the way that thing built. Freebird.
Thank you, that's a compliment.
Nice one. Unfortunately, as soon as that's 7 minutes long, I've got to take a break now. I'm back in a second. Hello, fan. Right, well, in the studio here we've got Leon and Ronnie from Lynyrd Skynyrd. You had 2 very successful albums produced by Al Cooper, and you brought in a new single, necessitated a new single, Double Trouble. Presumably that's a cut from an album.
It's all right. It's a pilot song from the album.
Yeah. And yet that's been produced by a new producer, so you had 2 very successful albums with Al Cooper, and now you've gone over to Tom Dowd.
That's excluding nothing.
3, sorry. Sorry. Why did you make that change from Cooper to Dowd? I gather that there's a sort of...
You want me to tell it, Leon?
Nothing Fancy was the beginning of the Cooper dilemma, and Ronnie Van Zant, take it away.
He was always wanting to make it blood, sweat, and Lynyrd Skynyrd. He's a musician, not a producer.
He's trying to make that step.
And he has his ideas of the way songs should go, and we have our own. And he was always trying to influence us to do this, or do that, and we always end up in an argument, and sometimes almost fighting. And when we was doing Nothing Fancy, we finally shipped him out of the studio. We shipped him to New York for 5 days, so we could get ourselves back together again, And we owe Al quite a lot. He's the one that got us our break and all, but we paid him very well and lived up to our contracts, and our contract's over with him. And we felt that now is the time to go in a different direction with a new man.
How important to a band like yourselves is the actual producer?
Very, very, very important. Very, very important. I think half of it.
The job of a producer should be mainly that he just lay back, stay in the studio, listen, speak when spoken to, and just direct the engineering and the recording. If he has musical ideas, to only get involved with that category of the group, if they so desired, for him to consult with them on it. And Cooper was just pushing that part of being a producer. He was trying to express musical ideas and get involved in the musical part of the group.
In the end, the group's the one that's going to live with it or die with it, so if it turns out bad, we want it all to be us, I mean, it'd be hell if we put out a bad album and...
Did that manifest itself in
Nothing? Producer's fault.
In Nothing Fancy? The problems that you had, or did you iron that out? I mean, is that an album that you feel is you? I mean, did you have any problems during that album?
Oh, yes. Like I said, we had to send Cooper to New York for 5 days. We fought with him like cats and dogs.
There was just too much pressure, and Cooper seemed to really be breaking under it.
He almost had a nervous breakdown.
Well. Anyway, you've now got Tom Dowd as your producer. When is the album coming out?
It'll be February.
February?
It'll be finished long.
That's in America.
Yeah. And this new single that I have holding under my thumb at the moment, as I turn around to the people from MCA, when's this coming out? Anyone? 24th of this month. Okay, I believe for the first time on Capitol, this is the new single from Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's called Double Trouble. The new single from Lynyrd Skynyrd from the new album, Double Trouble. I love that little bit in it where you don't actually say the word that you mean to say. Well, yes, you know what. It's 10 to 10 on this Thursday night. You're listening to Capitol, and your mother wouldn't like it. And your gig is on the 27th, is it not? At the Odeon Hammersmith. And looking forward to that, because there's a lot of buzz around at the moment about that gig. Will you be doing any new tracks from the new album?
We'll be doing that one. We'll be doing about 3 or 4 songs that will be off in the album.
And Free Bird.
And Free Bird.
And Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
It's been really nice.
Thank you.
And next time you're back in town, do please come up and see Capitol.
We'll make a point of it.
Great. Thank you.